Okay, and welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in Humankind, in the third part of the first stream, and I think we got a pretty strong military coming along. We're now not the only one in the second era, although we are 1 star ahead of everyone in the second era. We have the least amount of fame, but that's because we didn't sit around in the first era farming fame. I'm not sure what number 1 actually did to farm fame. I got a bunch of fame. Interesting. Azamidi will enter the sphere of influence of the ruler of Humor of the Sarians in 10 turns. Ah, okay. So our culture is being overwhelmed there. Not super great. Which may be an indication that I need to do more to generate culture. Are we having food problems? No, they're mostly managing the food problems. As we're recruiting more people, there's just less people to be hungry. It's kind of what's going on there, and that's working out for us. 2 more turn. Oh, our upkeep, our commercial record is going up because we're recruiting more troops. I need to make more money. At least if we want to upgrade those troops.
Come over here.
So that's more line of sight. That'll help out a little bit with knowing what threats are. I need money. You don't actually provide any money unless I build some market quarters. Could assign people to money. That's not a great solution. It's a temporary solution. And it works reasonably well as a temporary solution, I suppose. We have full stability. So the only reason to build our emblematic district would be fame on constructible. I don't necessarily remember. I don't know what exactly causes a victorious city. But we probably would want to build this before we get any victorious cities. Do you think there's a good idea instead of, say, there? Oh, because you're saying that would cost me 3 industry. Okay. Whereas there doesn't cost me anything. That's what I'm recommending you build it there. I do need more influence. That's something we do want to work towards. Let's start building our emblematic districts. This isn't going to cause stability issues anywhere. It's just a process of building them. And then over here, we have enough food, so we can move you over to industry. In fact, yeah, we want that granary. Do we want that? Well, we do want the granary. Because we're so close to being food negative here. And yeah, we're probably going to do this. That's a +10, so that definitely makes sense to build there. And then we'll just start rolling with that. We need more influence. I want to touch another city, or another territory, which is another 330. And if I can put other zones under our influence, we End result, everyone dies. Although we've, in theory, have the combat advantage here. So as long as we tactically play this well, I think we win. Oops. And of course, the sound of my flag. I suppose losing all the scouts would be one way to sort of solve the food problem. Yeah, we're gonna lose all the scouts. It is what it is. Although, has that solved the food problem? Well, there wasn't really one there to start with. Nope, because those are original scouts. The original scouts didn't really cost anything food-wise. Okay. We don't quite have enough money to do that upgrade yet. Watching in a I need more money, then I think I need more industry maintenance. So we're going to slow these constructions down a little bit, just so we can get the money to get that upgrade in. Yeah. Okay, that'll definitely work. And you're upgraded, you've got full unit equipment for the filament, so we're going to start eventually find that Assyrian guy again, so we can finish him off. Then we're going to upgrade you before we leave our territory. And we do still have a moon, so we're going to keep moving. Okay. Need less money now, but we're still going to keep the money production high. So you're going to be done in 3 with that implemented, so you're going to be done with 4. I think that's both fine. Go this way. Well, this is a skinny one, so it's like two blobs on that zone. See if we can find the other one. Let's go. Oop. Yes. I feel like they just moved right through me. 2 turns. 330 for the grab. Definitely need to push a little more influence.
Debate and discussion are not the pastimes of the idle, but the actions of thinkers and movers who will touch every aspect of civilization.
So there's our philosophy, which gives us our city cap. So we can now take a city and not be really penalized for it. To perform this action, I have to make a declaration of war. No, because you don't necessarily have great war support right now.
Your empire is an enigma.
I stopped your trade route? Not intentionally, but it is what it is.
Understood. And move. I'm on it. Move out.
Okay, Emblem Master Industry done in turn. At this point, I got a decent amount of money. So, I can take these guys back off of that onto industry, so we can get the travel items done quicker. That's the next one you recommend. We'll do that. And you're recommending over there. This allows me to push more influence, which allows me to potentially get some war goals going, which is what I'm looking for.
We have our orders.
Oh, no, that's these people.
How do you do, whoever you are?
Yeah, we want to leave them. We want to go after the person who's actually leading, which is the purple. It's these guys.
Ye
Who we are actually burning their outpost down. So we'll see how they respond to the sacking of their location. Criminal slaves, +5 food from farmers' quarters, +5 food on makers, or bonuses from victorious cities. Honestly, we're probably going to leave slavery alone. Although, if I remembered exactly what caused victorious cities, I'd probably be more leaning into that, because we've got other combos and things that come with the victorious city. I suspect victorious city is if you've just like won a war or something. Then it applies. -2 food either way. We'll go here, and then that actually allows the next neighbor to be a really good farming one. Might want to, making tea, look up how to trigger Victorious City. Because if it is just combat, we're probably going to do that anyway. I think it might be a little bit more complicated than that. There's an expansion star. Need more food. Apparently I'm not even being food positive. That's new predicament. You're food positive. Ride or sacrifice? If I needed more troops, really don't need more troops. We could go with the patriotic sacrifice. We'll do the ride.
Keep together.
Yep, looks like we're gonna have food problems there. You'd provide... Okay, so we probably want to bring you up. It's going to be 2 turns. We're not gonna starve in 2 turns, and this is gonna be plus 10 food, plus I can put another person on the food, so we're not starving. So that should stabilize the food situation there. Successful ransack.
Yes, sir. Okay. Charge!
Okay, they're backing off just because I can be...
Advance!
I'm reasonably scary with these armies, to be fair.
Yes, greetings. I hope you don't mind if I stare.
Okay, so they've withdrawn their grievance. Think of what's happening there. Or they want to buy resources from us. They aired the grievance. And their strength is pushovers comparison to us. Okay, so they back down basically on their grievance because they're looking at us and like, yep, no, we don't want to pick that fight. Which is perfectly logical and reasonable at times. Okay. Cycle into turn, we can get that farm upgrade.
Mobile and militarist, the Goths. You can probably guess that this relationship will not be an easy one.
Okay, so we've met the last
Tell
player,
me, shall we
who
become
are
close?
immediately proposing a non-aggression pact.
Your proposal makes
Okay.
good sense.
All right. March! Keep moving. Don't fall behind.
There we go. Food's balanced, so the city isn't going to be shrinking anymore. It's going to slowly grow, but we're not going to worry too much about that. Triumphal Arches. Back to building Triumphal Arches. 2 and 7. Do I need that money production? I don't think I do. Yeah. So we get you on industry, get the Triumphal Arches going quicker. Okay, so it's saying basically all those are basically the same. Interesting, I can't build it next to the Cyclean. Can't build it on one of those sites. It's gotta be adjacent. You have a requirement that must be... No. Don't know why I can't build next to the fort. So saying all those locations are roughly the same. We'll go there for the next one. And again, this is building us up more influence generation, so we can push back the influential effects on people. Bracing Honor of the Esquimites. So it looks like the Nubian culture is not having a great day. I think the Nubians are the other blue, so the Esquimites are trumping the Nubian culture, influence-wise, which is one reason why we want to do more influence, so that we can push them back. And I think our religion is currently triumphant in the local area.
Understood.
Okay, this would be a little aggressive, but I might literally just put the city in the place where I burnt, or the outpost in the place where I burnt the outpost down. Oops, wasn't the button I meant to hit. Walked on the keyboard a little bit. No, I'm not going to go for exactly the same spot. I'm going to go to the spot next to their spawn. Okay, and we have an idea what's up there as well. So, kind of looking for an excuse to get to war with these guys.
Revenge, but I could die for it.
They've attacked. Okay, so I'm actually going to demand.
This can be overlooked if you're willing
Wow,
to
they-
meet halfway.
They paid me off.
You have the clothes of a ruler and the mind of
Oh,
a child.
they didn't pay me off. I'm going to refuse their demands.
There's just no way to make this work. I do not accept.
My demands have been
I'm not
refused.
impressed by boasts, but by actions.
Do I want to deploy in the current state? To declare war in the current state? Their war support's much higher than us. Otherwise, we got more powerful. Yeah,
We have exhausted peaceful solutions. I must choose.
May
I would
victory
not
be
put
successful.
myself in this position if I feared the consequences.
I'm not going to demand that yet. We'll give that some patience. Let's not make the war bigger than it needs to be.
Keep together. All right. Forward, march.
Start pushing into their territory. Oh, and I can claim a wonder. 50% militia units spawned with Season of Siege. That's bonuses to our range units. That's actually a little bit tempting. And Hagen Garden has been reclaimed, and Lighthouse has already been claimed. Oh, it would have been probably a good idea to get the Colosseum, you know, and built before we started a war. We'll claim that. We're gonna go with that option. Army wages. Okay, if we get more influence, we might pick up a choice on that. Meantime, we're gonna end the turn. So that's an administrative center, so that's not actually the city.
I'm on it.
Although if I wanted that location, we could just decide it's ours.
We have our orders.
Legend, prosperous, bunch of influence. Nice. Fundamental values. Either make the Commons Quarter cheaper or the Garrison cheaper. For the moment, the Triumphs we're making are technically Commons Quarters, I believe. So this would technically probably make them cheaper. We'd lose our stability bonus on garrisons. The bonus to stability bonus on garrisons, but I think that's fine for the moment.
A bit of flexibility and freedom is more than worth a bit of risk, right?
Money on outpost or industry, okay. So if I knew I was going to be burning their stuff down, this is the way to go. Might hold off because I haven't decided when we're going to burn their stuff down or we're going to try to just occupy it.
Five Commons Quarters offer many different entertainments that are colourful, diverse, and largely legal.
Largely legal. Okay, that was an enemy army.
Don't fall behind.
Alright, we're starting the process of just stealing that region. We'll have it in 5 turns. Hopefully that should get a response out of their army and just not have their army run away from us. Okay, we don't need you on food. They want you on food anyway. Actually put you on science. Where's our... there. Recommending down there. Well, that's going to cost us 2... We'll do it there. Zelgas are Emblemonic District, and then we'll probably build the Coliseum after that. Need another person on the food. Oh, I can't put another person on the food. Okay, that's a different problem. So maybe I want the Coliseum down here. Is there a particular place you're recommending the Coliseum? No, it's not proposing any specific recommendations for a spot. Coliseum collects... Oh, the Coliseum collects nothing. So I'm probably better off with something like stone rings. For some food. Although that doesn't say it collects anything. Ah, okay. That's an interesting problem. So, probably want a farmer's quarters. That wouldn't actually be a bad place for farmer's quarters. That's not too bad. We'll do that one. 5 turns. That would solve the food problem. I'm still going to procrastinate and do it after the Triumphal Corridor, Triumphal Arch, and then the other Triumphal Arch. Yeah, we can go there. Oop, we initiated an attack, and they went, yeah, no, that's not good for us. And ran away.
Keep moving.
Let us formalize our
Sure,
mutual
we can
appreciation.
sell you luxuries if you want to buy luxuries. And you're busy. Taking the location. I think you're taking the location. Or are you supposed to be? Take control by force, 5 of 5 turns. Okay. I think that's working. Although it should have probably had a turn ticked off, but it'll be fine.
Tell me about yourself.
Although it may have been caught up in the battle. That might have been what went on. Yeah, I think I got caught up in the battle. That's what happened.
Keep moving. Attack!
We started an attack, and they ran away. Well, in theory, this is good for our war support.
You? What is it? Don't get comfortable.
Okay, so it looks like they're going to take this fight. It also looks like a surprisingly evenly matched fight, supposedly. We'll see how unevenly matched we can make it. They're attacking us. We've actually exposed them to a position where they're fighting on the river, which is not great for them. Okay, so I think we want at least least one shot like that. No, 2 for a kill. Where do I have you? No, we're gonna actually pull you back to the rear. Push one of the other guys forward for the attack. Yeah. No dice. No instant kill. Close enough. Okay, so next turn we'll pick up where that left off. Not sure how many other enemies there are left in that battle. But definitely swung the balance of power in our favor. And we didn't lose anyone, so definitely not really any big complaints there. %5 more money per number of ongoing wars. Declared by me, okay. Or declared by others. Reduces our war weariness, gets us a bunch of fame, and a bunch of stability. Okay. And again, no specifically recommended spots. I'm gonna put it here because we get bonuses off of both places, and we're just losing 1 food for putting it there. Okay, so they definitely had 2 troops. Although it looks like they instead of just 1, but looks like they're still very, very screwed. Yeah. Plus 10 support for us, minus 10 support for them. They've run away, so we got another battle. We're gonna put the place under siege because they do have some garrison. And some palisades. Might as well get at least 1 better, yeah. So let's start the siege.
Will we end the day friends or foes?
You know, I'm gonna be
Return what
very
is
greedy.
ours,
We're gonna
or your safety
do
cannot
that.
be guaranteed.
You
And
bring
then
your
war
stink
support
here,
wise,
open
ours
the
is up,
windows.
theirs is down. Although we're gonna have to hit them a lot harder for them to get reduced enough. Grim Foundations. Works treating the magnificent new wonder, much of the source of pride for the local population. However, it is now causing much dread. Terrified citizens approached your court tell you that city's head priest intends to bury alive 100 random citizens near the base of the structure to bring good fortune and pacify the gods. We can say, oh yeah, we're on board with that. Plus 50% faith and lose a person, which I'm probably not actually on board with. Stop them, which gets us some progress, or switch the sacrifices, which actually makes the military troops cheaper for 10 turns. So if we got the wonder done in 10 turns, we'd be able to get cheaper troops in exchange for some food cost. There we go. We got enough food, so that's not a problem. Next turn we'll have a battering ram. At least until we finish the seizure. I don't think we want to necessarily start the assault. So. Right, so now we've got reinforcements. Let's start the assault. Let's put the wounded guys closer to the back. Put the not wounded guys in the front. Sounds like a sane battle plan. Okay, that's good enough deployment. Okay, so there's one guy way in the back. He did manage to run into... Oh, two guys in the back. Did manage to get into the fortifications in time. Enemy reinforcements I wasn't expecting. It wasn't a significant problem.
That's not possible. Nope.
Okay, so it looks like there's another enemy somewhere. Yeah. You know, we'll just take a defensive position. If they want to come attack us, they can attack us. And Siege is victorious because the rest of the other, presumably that last supporting guy retreated off. Lasted 1 round, 3 battle rounds. We gain 8 support, they lose 8.
A new independent people. And who are they? Time will tell if they are helpful, helpless, or history.
And then reconnaissance has told us that we know about now more independent people. The city is presumably occupied. Okay, there's the troop down there.
You have come to annoy me? Challenge accepted.
-4 ongoing for city occupation. See how this goes. this their entire country?
I'm already angry. Do not drive me to violence.
How many cities do you have? Risk-taking, impulsive. Don't know if there's an easy way to check to see how big they are. Would be interesting to know if I've basically got their one and only city occupied. I might. Let's leave these guys here to regroup heal for a moment. Irrigation. Okay, that's more food. That'll help in the food situation back home. Got us in the Science Star. Not exactly sure where their troop got off to. Was one troop, so it's probably not a threat to the cities. Back here. Yeah, it went running off here. Okay. Yeah, I should probably finish the Colossus. I'm tempted to raise some troops in sort of a panic response to that, but
Will we end
don't
the day
think that's the right
friends
response.
or foes?
Demands have been refused. I'll withdraw the demands then. We don't even know where he is right now,
I
so
was simply testing the waters, you understand?
back down a moment on that. No, we found one of the national wonders. Like Hillier. Okay, one of our treaties got downgraded. Them, okay.
Soldiers die. Cities burn. Perhaps we should try something smarter.
I must ruminate.
No, we're gonna refuse your white
There's
peace.
just no way to make this work. I do not accept.
Their war support's dropping faster than
I'm
ours.
not sure what you're doing is such a good idea. I do not live for revenge.
And then
but I could
you
die for
abandon the non-aggression pact, which is fair. Okay, so that's another miniature center. Ah, a Sur down there. Yeah, so we go occupy a Sur. Oh, they're ransacking one of the locations.
Soldiers die. Cities burn. Perhaps we should try something smarter.
That is unlikely.
So I get sitting on my laurels. How much do I value that city? But we're going to lose the Triumphal Arch and the resources. In exchange, I can probably run down and occupy their remaining city and probably win the war. That's probably what we're going to do. We're just going to accept they burn that city down.
There's just no way to...
Starvation? I'm afraid they've already eaten all the bread and the cake, and now the pantry seems empty.
This is because one of the places is being burned down. I've delayed the starvation a turn. I suppose actually, how scary is that army? That's... What do we can see there? Shotel warriors. Okay. So that is a pretty well described army.
To harness the power of
I'll
water
delay that
itself
for a little bit.
in order to feed your people. That should make you popular.
Same with there. Okay, they burnt that down. That's annoying, but it's fine. Our wonder complete. A new wonder can be claimed. Build a wonder.
One
Okay.
thinks of gladiators and circuses, but the design and architecture are every bit as astonishing.
Okay, someone else declare it on us. Mobilize or entertain. We're gonna take the entertain. I don't think I need the gladiator units.
Empty words. Meaningless gestures. I have had enough.
Soldiers die. Cities burn. Perhaps we should try something smarter.
I'm sorry, but no deal is better than a bad deal.
Okay, I can do that next turn. I can just make off of the city if the war goes on long enough.
Go this way.
Get some more food, sort that food problem for the moment. You're probably the same thing, although I can still sort your food problem by winning people in food. Number attached charges makes you unhappy. Okay. That's the best food spot you're recommending? Okay. 10 food's not bad. We'll also take one of these guys off of food. And or raise some more troops, one of the two. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and take a part break here. If you're watching on YouTube, we'll have another part up for you tomorrow. I think I'm going to go ahead and record 2 more parts tonight and run this a bit of a late stream. Although I started late, so that's maybe fair. If you're watching on Twitch, this is going to be the midstream tea break, where I go get a new drink, a new cup of tea. So until the next part, I wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part, and bye for now.